This video is intended for audiences over the age of 13. If you are not 13 years or older, please click away from this video now. You have been warned. What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with another Toy Room review, and today we're taking a look at the brand new line from Mattel, the Pixar Remix series. Now, I am super excited about this line. Ever since I saw it back at Toy Fair, I could not wait to get my hands on them, and if you guys saw my vlog from a couple days ago, you guys will know that I was very, very excited when I found these in store, and obviously I found the two that I was missing that I didn't find in that vlog. Now, these are awesome. Now, the packaging is the same on all of them, so we'll just take a look at Buzz right here. So I really love how they're done in the whole Pizza Planet rocket ship packaging shape, which is really cool. You got a big open window. You can see it says Remix right here on the bottom, and you have the alien, and then you have the image of what character they're representing down there, which is really cool. You can see the Mattel logo, and then coming to the back, you can see ooh, and they're being picked up by the claw, which is really nice. They're all numbered. You have the name of the character, and then all the other characters from this particular wave. So obviously we have the whole wave in front of us. I can't wait to see what the future waves are going to be. And these figures are actually fairly inexpensive. They're only $6 a figure, which is not bad at all. But that's it for the packaging, so let's go ahead and get these guys out of the packaging and take a closer detail look. You guys, and here are the figures out of the packaging, and they look absolutely amazing. One thing that I do want to point out right off the bat is I really love how they all have different facial features and expressions. Some of them have half closed eyes, some of them have open mouths, some of them have different styles of open mouths. So I just really love how they're all unique and they're all different, and it wasn't just Mattel copying and pasting the same figure and just putting different costumes on them. They all feel unique, and I really do love that. So we'll just go ahead and go in order right here and start by taking a look at Buzz, and there is just a ton of great detail on here. Now, there is some missing detail, as you will notice as we go throughout, like it's missing the Buzz Lightyear sticker right here, and there is some missing paint on the arms and whatnot, but what is painted overall is just very nice attention to detail all throughout. Now, these are basically just static figures. Think of them like Funko Pops. You're not going to be able to do much with them. The head does rotate on this one, but not much. It is hindered by the back wings right here, which, speaking of those wings, they look amazing. Again, a bunch of painted detail, bunch of sculpted work, just very nice. Even down to the little screw holes that are sculpted in there, which is just awesome. The bottom is purple, which is also great attention to detail because the bottom of Buzz's feet is purple as well. So yeah, just very nice detail. You can see the Space Ranger sticker right there. And then you do have the buttons painted here. You are missing the little emblem right here, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. Once you start getting into the little details like the belt as well, there are some missing details, but overall, I mean, it is just very nice. And for $6, I absolutely love it. Just a bunch of great detail on here. Now, they are painted in this very bright lime green color for the aliens, which almost makes it look like it can glow in the dark, but these do not glow in the dark, unfortunately. That would have really set these figures over the top if they did glow in the dark. But anyways, moving on from Buzz and going on to Merida from Brave, this figure is just so hefty feeling. Like, Buzz feels okay. He doesn't feel too lightweight or cheap, but when you grab this Merida figure, just the amount of hair that is on this figure just really makes it stand out, makes it really heavy and hefty. And then speaking of that hair, look at all that sculpted work in that hair, man. That is just absolutely beautiful on that hair. Just a bunch of different lines, and it goes in one direction and it waves all throughout. Now, there's no shadowing effect or anything in the hair, but it doesn't need it, man. Just this hair is really just amazing. We just need to sit back and appreciate that hairstyle right there. Now, what really surprised me is that the bow is actually a separate removable piece, so we'll take a closer look at that. So that is done very nicely. I was very surprised. I thought I broke it, but it's actually a separate piece. And the arm on this one does move, but all you're going to get is this up and down motion, which really isn't going to do much for you. And the head does swivel on this one, but again, the hair will start to block it once it starts hitting the arm pieces right there. But I thought that was really cool. So this bow is a separate piece. You can have it displayed without the bow if you want, but it does look a little weird. But you go ahead and just snap that bow right back in his hand, like so. And that is very nice right there. So I love that. That was a big surprise for me that the bow is actually removable and a separate piece. So moving on from Merida, oh, I didn't even go over the details of the dress because I got so caught up in the hair. You can see the dress is sculpted nicely right down here. With the effects, it makes it look like it's kind of blowing in the wind. So that is very nice. You got the armband right there. And then on the back, not much detail, but you do have her, what are these called? A quiver? I believe, that holds the arrows. I'm not sure if quiver is the right word, but something like that. You can see that sculpted in right there. So that is very nice. Not a detail that they needed to add because it is kind of covered with the hair, but it's great to see that they did. So now moving on from Merida, moving on to Sully from Monsters Inc. Now this is a really awesome design. I love all the fur that's sculpted all through in. I love the claw hands, and these are articulated, so you can kind of give them that monster pose right there. But again, just great details all throughout this figure, and I love the facial expression. It's kind of sinister, but also very playful with the wide open eyes, but then you have the mouth showing the teeth, but very, very nice. And again, great sculpted work all throughout. And you can see the detail on the horns on the top of the head, which looks great. And again, just great fur all throughout sculpted. Now the tail, it's a separate like sculpted piece, but it isn't actually articulated. I tried to move it, and it looks like it would move because of this little circle cutout right here, but it is not articulated, so I'm not sure why this is like a separate sculpted piece like this. But yeah, you can't move it or anything. It doesn't have bendy wire in it. It is a little bit softer than the rest of the plastic, but I do feel like I am going to break it if I force it to move, so I'm going to leave that alone. But overall, just a great looking figure. And again, detail on the claws, the little nails right there on the hands, looking great, and on the feet as well. So moving on from Sully, we're going to go to Miguel from Coco, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. Just a great movie. If you haven't seen Coco, definitely be sure to check that movie out. But this figure feels very lightweight compared to the rest of them, and it's probably because he doesn't have as much going on. He just has really no separate sculpted pieces. Like the hood is part of the head, and so is the jacket and the clothes and everything. So he does feel a little lightweight. Doesn't necessarily feel cheap or hollow, although the bodies on most of these do feel a little bit hollow, but not super cheap or lightweight or anything. So again, this one, the head can move left and right, and you can get a full range of motion because there is nothing hindering it, but not really sure why you would want to. Maybe you can get like a sideways look, kind of looking off in the distance like that, but other than that, you can just keep the head straight. But I love the painted face mask on Miguel right here, the Day of the Dead. You can see the nice outline of the stitching, and I really like how they actually opened up the mouth right here. They didn't have to do that. They could have kept a closed mouth, but I love how they opened up the mouth, and you can see the green inside of the mouth. That is a very, very nice detail. Again, they could have just went with a straight across smile, but the fact that they opened it, I love that extra amount of detail. And you can see his eyes are halfway closed or relaxed right here, but it's a little hard to make out because the white on white, but it is a nice detail that they added. And you can see the hood and the jacket, nice stripes right here, and he has his hands tucked in, and I like how you can see the sculpted bump right there inside the pocket. And you do have the drawstring and the zipper sculpted in, not painted or anything, but it is there. And then black on the bottom with the blue for the jeans, and that looks kind of funny right there. It looks like a, well, you know what it looks like. Anyways, moving on from Miguel to the final one, Mr. Incredible, or I guess it could be really any of the Incredibles since they all share the same costume. So whoever you wanted this to be, I guess you can use your imagination on that right there. But very nice detail again, like with all of these. And this one really, more than the others, looks like it just would glow in the dark. I feel like it's popping a lot, maybe because he doesn't have anything you know, blocking his head like the other ones do. They all have something on the top of their head, but this one really looks like it would glow in the dark, but again, unfortunately they do not. But I like the black mask on the three eyes. That looks very, very funny. And this is the one where you get the most traditional alien look, especially from the back view right here. It's uninterrupted if the camera will focus. There we go. But then coming to the actual costume right here, it's your traditional Incredibles costume. Doesn't look like there's any details missing on this because the Incredibles costume is very basic with the reds and blacks and the Incredible logo right there, which looks very, very nice. And then coming to the back, again, same detail all throughout, so very, very cool. So that is it. That is it for the brand new Pixar Remix line. And let me try and get all of these in the frame for you guys. It's a little difficult, but yeah, I think that looks a little bit better right there. So like I said, I am very, very excited for this line, and I can't wait to see where they take it and what other figures are going to release. And whatever they're going to put out, I am definitely going to buy. Like I said, these are very inexpensive, coming in at only $6 a figure, and you can pick and choose which ones you want if you don't want to complete the whole line. But me, I'm pretty much a completionist when it comes to this stuff, and I definitely got to pick up the rest of them. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That link's in the description down below. And I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. So as always, guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.